We're live.
Day one, Happy New Year. And as I have done, no matter where I have been for the previous 6 seasons, I always begin here on the campus of Viera High School. Although today, we're going to start with a different tradition because we're not interviewing a quarterback, a linebacker. We're going to start with arguably one of the best kickers in Brevard County, in Jared Perdomo. And Jared, first of all, day one, as I'm watching Coach say, offense that way, defense that way, you're the only guy left. Which room do you go in?
I usually go with defense because I know the most people there. So,
Well, talk to me a little bit. Look, a lot of expectations on this football team this year, and I think that some of the variables for this squad, you know you're going to get good front seven play. You know you're going to get good quarterback play from the Viera Hawks this year. Kicking has always been – it's been off and on here, but you have solidified the position. Tell us a little bit about how you became a kicker and what about kicking and the pressure do you like?
I became a kicker because I used to play soccer, and I would always kick the ball right over the goal. So the parents would always tell me, hey, you should try out for kicking. So I just decided to do that. And for pressure, I just focus on the holder, wait for him to hold the ball, and that's it.
Tell you what, it's interesting to watch you guys shoulder the pressure. And I tell you what, kicking in Brevard County has really gotten good here over the last couple of years. From Jared, you got guys like Denenberg over at Merritt Island. All right, the expectations are through the roof for this football team this year. Day one, what happens here on day one?
Usually we just go over special teams, like just the players and the positions that they go to. That's pretty much it.
Well, I'll tell you what, again, a first for us today. We interviewed a kicker, and a very good kicker. Tell us a little bit about you off the field, Jared, senior this season. College plans, talk about all that a little bit.
I'm just hoping to get a scholarship for college. I've been going to plenty of camps. Like I went with Austin to the Cardinal Gibbons one for that. I did pretty good there. So.
All right, now, here's the big question. I know how much Coach Smith loves kickers. All right, you and I both know, right? So tell us something. Is there a story you can tell us about a time when Coach Smith came up to you and said, you'd make this kick, and did he say it in a special way?
I remember I forgot what team it was, but I think it was a 30-yarder that was like, if you miss this, we're all going to start running on Monday, but I made it. So.
There you go. What's that?
I had the nerves in. I was like, oh, I hope I don't miss.
Well, Jared, good luck on your senior season this year. Let's bring in Coach Smith, Derek Smith of the Viera Hawks. Huh? And again, Coach, 7th straight year I've opened up here. I was watching a video the other night for my SCD days when I brought, Coach Mays out this year. What does happen on day one for you? I mean, I imagine it is a big cluster.
Day one in fall is a cluster. One, you're dealing with a lot of new freshmen. For example, I just handed out equipment to 15 freshmen I haven't seen all summer. Kids that all of a sudden want to try to play football. They might have just moved here within the last week or two. So that's kind of where, as a coach, the first couple days is a cluster because you're tightening chin straps. You're making sure all the protective equipment is right.
Painted a field yesterday.
Like today with the rain delay. We've been on a rain delay for the last hour. So we're going in the classroom, and basically I told each coach what we're going to do in the classroom is set the tone and the expectations of what your practice tempo is supposed to look like. Go over your drills so you're not spending 10 minutes to teach a 5-minute drill. Yeah. And that's kind of what we're doing right now until, obviously, we get an all clear. But you never know in the state of Florida. I mean, in the state of Florida, it can be perfectly sunny out, and somehow you get cracked in the butt with a lightning strike. So that's happened sometimes.
I know you got to get back in there, so I just wanted to open up here today, keep the tradition alive for me personally. But I will say this, and as I said on the coaches show the other night, the expectation level for this football team is through the roof. 8-9, maybe even an undefeated season, a lot of people are talking. A lot of it boils down to whether or not you get that quarterback play. We're all anxious to see what CJ does this year. But is the message from day one, this is what the goal is, let's go get it?
Yeah, the message from day one is our goal is to get to a state championship. One, and it's not an I mentality. it's going to be the we mentality. We are going to do everything together. We are going to make sure that we accomplish everything. We are not going to be individuals. We are going to be a team, and a team means offense, defense, and special teams. That's why I was glad you just interviewed our kicker, because one special teams mishap generally turns into touchdowns. Punt return for a touchdown, block punt for a touchdown, missed field goal. A lot of times that you don't notice the missed field goal until it's the one you have to win the game with. So we mentality is going to be preached in all three phases of the game.
We always talk to the stars, the 4 stars, 3, 4 stars. Jared's a good kicker. He's one of the best in this county, and he could win you a couple of real close games this year. Final message out there for the Viera Hawk Nation watching this today and wondering what this football team is going to be this year.
We're gonna be a good football team that's going to work together. We're going to be no superstars, but a bunch of really good position players that put themselves in the back and put their teammates in the front. That's what we're going to be this year.
Ironically enough, this is the 4th straight year it has rained on the first day as well. Just letting you know that. You can go back and look. The proof is in the videos. I got another first today for me. Headed over to Rockledge High School for the first time in 24 months, where we are going to preview or at least profile the 2021 Rockledge Raider cheerleaders under the guidance and tutelage of Coach Sarah Hardy. Coach, thank you. As always, we'll let you get in there with your defensive linemen.
Drive carefully.
Yes, absolutely. Well, the Viera Hawks, the expectations are indeed through the roof this year. If you get an opportunity, please jump on Brevard Sports Network. We've already got 4 of the 14 high school football previews that we're going to be putting up over the course of this week. You can check out our Satellite Seahawk preview or Satellite Scorpion preview. I'm thinking Satellite Seahawks, Pop Warner. Satellite Scorpions preview that we put up earlier today. Yesterday we put up 3 with the Heritage Panthers, the Bayside Bears, and the Palm Bay Pirates. All of them will be up by the end of the week. All 14 Brevard County teams that play high school football. Next week, we jump into our volleyball previews, our bowling previews, swimming. All of it's coming as the fall sports schedule and calendar and practices officially start today on campuses. For Caleb Brown, for Coach Derek Smith, for Jared Perdermo, I'm Alan Slaughterzinski. We'll see you in a couple of minutes live from Rockledge High School. Happy New Year, everybody.